We're so excited to be here in India. Andy,
I am Andy Zaltzman and I will be reporting exclusively on the World T20 live from here in the ESPNcricinfo bunker. That's some 30,000 miles directly under the Earth's crust in the absolute epicenter of both the planets and the universe and the crickosphere, to give me the kind of icy-trousered, cold-eyed objectivity that all true sports journalists long for, with every bone in their hearts.
So, Doc, the World T20, the one time in T20's crackpot calendar that who's in what team actually means something. You must be excited.
Yes, Frederick. I'm pretty sure I saw one game last year when Chris Gale was playing against himself before chatting himself up on the boundary after getting himself out.
Enjoyed it so far then?
No. I definitely have not. There's no zing bails until the group stage. How am I supposed to know if someone having their stumps knocked out of the ground is supposed to be exciting or not if the bails don't light up, if they don't go zingy, zingy, zing? It is very confusing.
So, any predictions for the tournament?
It's all going to come down to batting, bowling, and fielding. That's what I think.
Thank you, Doc. Most illuminating.
Unlike those bails. When the bails start illuminating, so will I.
the ground was empty. There was no opening ceremony. There were no cheerleaders. There were no zing bails. There wasn't even any bloody Spanish horn thingies going on. We're in one of India's smaller cities on one of its, let's be honest, poorer pitches. And this is supposed to be a global mega event. There's supposed to be things happening. This is supposed to be exciting and massive and an event. This wasn't an event, this was a wet hanky. The noise for when that first game started was, global cricket yawning. So Andy, I ask you, sir, has this tournament actually started?
Jared, yes, we are still awaiting confirmation from the Court of Arbitration for Sport over whether or not the World T20 has in fact got underway. Allegedly, and we have to cover our backs here, Zimbabwe and Afghanistan have already won matches in what we may call the World T20. That said, of course, there is considerable evidence to the contrary as well. For example, South Africa and Australia, two teams very much supposed to be in the tournament that has supposedly begun, were not actually in the same country as the tournament may or may not have started. In fact, they weren't even in the same continent or in the same hemisphere as they were preparing to play and then playing another match. So it is pretty hard to tell if a global cricket tournament has begun. Also, as you pointed out, Jared, no cheerleaders in the opening games in Nagpur, and that basically means it's not a T20 match. I mean, you can't have an eggless omelette, you can't have a submarine without some form of roof, and you can't have T20 without cheerleaders. I mean, if you don't have people dancing around to formulaic pop music whenever something does or doesn't happen, how do we even know we're even alive in this T20 age we live in? So, Jared, this could run and run. We do hope to have an answer for you within a month or so. Hi, opening ceremony. Thank you very much for joining us.
Whatever.
Now we have become accustomed to you being a major part of sporting events, so why were you not in presence for the starts of the World T20?
The little blinders didn't think I was worthwhile. I am small. I am openings. I am life. I'm the bloody reason that people come to the grounds, and look what happens when I don't turn up.
So are you blaming poor attendance?
Poor? Not a damn person.
I see. And how does that make you feel?
No, you don't. Don't patronise me. I'm not an associate ceremony. I'm the real thing. Actually, forget it, Andy. Cricket is not worth my time. This interview is deader than the atmosphere at Nagpur.
Opening ceremony, thank you very much for joining us at what I know must be an extremely difficult time for you.
Breaking news, Andy. India and Pakistan are not going to play in Dharamsala anymore. They're going to play in Kolkata. But there is still a thought, there is still a whisper that Pakistan may not actually play. Andy, as a lover of Pakistan and cricket and life in general, how would this make you feel?
Jared, yes, Pakistan should play. I think cricket is unanimous in thinking that is better than them not playing. So let's hope they do play, even if it is only via Skype. I believe that is now technologically possible. In fact, I have just received confirmation that Chris Gale and Kevin Peterson did both play at least one Caribbean Premier League match via Skype last year. So it is possible.